Hockey has a lot of odd traditions, but one of the best is the legend of the octopus. Welcome back to the 25 Days of Sportsmas. It's just like Vlogmas, except I'm telling you stories that might get you into sports for the first time. You have probably seen videos on social media of things being thrown onto the ice at hockey games, but the Detroit Red Wings have something called the legend of the octopus. It involves throwing an entire octopus onto the ice. This tradition was started in April of 1952 because Pete and Jerry Cusimano, who owned a fish market, showed up to a game and threw an entire octopus on the ice. This was because back then the NHL only had 6 teams, and 4 of those teams made it to the playoffs. The octopus's 8 tentacles were meant to represent the 8 games that Detroit had to win the Stanley Cup. Now, the thing about a legend, it starts with a win. Detroit went on to win the Stanley Cup that year, and so Pete and Jerry continued to show up and throw octopi onto the ice. In 1995, Detroit gave themselves an unofficial mascot, which was an octopus named Al. To this day, you will still see fans engaging in the legend of the octopus, and sometimes you will even see fans travel to other cities only to throw octopi on the ice at an away game. And there have even been other ice throw traditions that were born in response to this. The Nashville Predators, for example, throw catfish onto the ice. And there are so many other funny hockey traditions just like this. But I think it highlights one of my favorite parts of hockey, which is the community that builds itself around the sport. So while I cannot personally encourage you to go to a Detroit game and throw an octopus on the ice, I can encourage you to find out your local team's fun tradition and find a new community of fans in hockey. Be sure to follow along and come back tomorrow for the next day of Sportsmas.